Hi there. If you been making pet cemetery crosses out of wood and they rot and they split and they peel and so on, you might be interested in this project. I'm making it all out of PVC boards, and if you know anything about PVC boards, it's a lifetime rot-free warranty, look and feel of wood, paintable, peel-resistant surface, moisture and dent resistant, reversible grain and smooth. It's got a lot going for it. So if this looks good to you and you want to make one, I'll walk you through the process and tell you what mistakes I made and you can avoid them. Okay, here we go. The stakes. Stakes I used 3/4 by 1.5 inches, of course, by 8 feet, and I decided to make these 2 feet long, so you can get 4 of these out of an 8-foot length. Put a spike taper on here for obvious reasons. The nameplate, I chose 3/4 by 2.5 by 8 feet. I made them 1 foot long, so you can get 8 of these out of an 8-foot length. Okay, here we go. The nameplate, hit it with 220 grit sandpaper to take the shine off of it. This has already been done. Then hit it with 80 grit sandpaper to roughen it up so that the paint will adhere to it. And then hit it with acetone to make sure it's clean. Okay, now the nameplate, I chose 2-inch letters and poor quality. And as you can see, 2-inch doesn't give you much room here. And if there's 7 letters or more, it's really tight. So either go more than a foot or back off on your size of your what do you call these things?
Letters.
Okay, so these are 2-inch. I would go 1 3/4 or 1.5, so you don't get tight on the letters here, and you don't have to be tight on top and the bottom. Also, when you're buying these letters, I would buy a better quality one. But if you look very closely, there's some overspray and underspray, because this is so flimsy that when you spray it with paint, it lifts it up a bit and it doesn't make a perfect job. So I would go to some place like Michael's to get a good quality one that lays nice and flat, so when you hit it with the spray, it doesn't flap around. Also, I forgot to tell you where to get this stuff, Lowe's or Home Depot. Okay, now to the actual paint. Obviously this is plastic, so you have to use a good quality plastic paint, and once you've sprayed it, I would hit it with polyurethane to further protect it. Okay, when you come to join these two together, I forgot to bring this. Okay, make sure the, I call it glue, but it's really not. It dissolves the plastic a bit here. So make sure it's PVC cement, and I went with the clear, so that if you overdo it a bit, you don't have this yellow stuff here. It looks much more professional. So glue these together, make sure everything is right. I used the side of the board here to make sure everything was at right angles to each other here, and put a little bit of pressure on here while it's drying, and it only takes a few minutes to dry. Okay, I think I've covered everything, so if this is something you'd be wanting, I've been searching YouTube for months. I couldn't find anybody that would help me with this project, so obviously I hope this helps you with it, and you'll rectify some of the mistakes that I made. Okay, cheers.